The Single Girl's To-Do List by Lindsey Kelk. Read by Cassandra Harwood. 4 weeks earlier. It had been an odd Sunday. My boyfriend, Simon, had got up and vamoosed for football before I'd even considered rolling out of bed and onto the sofa for a 3-hour Friends-a-thon. Even though it was late July, the weather was pretty mediocre and there was nothing compelling me to get up off the sofa other than a judgmental cat staring through the window and the intermittent need to pee. Usually I was mega motivated on a Sunday. It wasn't too often I worked a regular 5-day week, so Sundays were altogether too often the only day I had to get anything done. But on that particular day, I couldn't bring myself to do anything more strenuous than to repeatedly text my gay best friend Matthew to ask, "How you doing?" I didn't care if it was a 15-year-old joke. It was still funny. And so it was to me, in my faded to grey Juicy Couture tracky bottoms, a Pokemon t-shirt I'd worn semi-ironically at university, and a greasy top knot, that Simon arrived home at 4 in the afternoon. I rolled onto my back and gave him a sexy grunt. Rachel Sexpot Summers. I knew things weren't right when, instead of giving me the standard kiss on the cheek and vanishing into the shower, Si sat down on the settee, elbows on knees, staring straight ahead and breathing loudly. After a couple of minutes, I muted Monica and shoved myself into a sitting position. "You all right?" I asked. "Do you want to go to the cinema or something?" He carried on staring at the fireplace. Not into it, just in front of it, as though he could see something I couldn't. "I'm a bit knackered, actually." So sue me. I wasn't being that lazy. I'd been working 14-hour days all week long. No rest for the wicked, or the makeup artist. "Why don't we get a Chinese and watch a DVD or something?" He was quiet for another minute. My finger hovered over the volume button while I waited for confirmation, or at least the suggestion of an Indian. Eventually, he spoke. "Okay, so I've been thinking." Whatever was in front of the fireplace continued to entrance him. "We should take a break." "We're going to Croatia in September." I gave him a nonplussed stare and draped my legs across his. "Yeah." He stretched the word out almost all the way through an Asda commercial. "No, I meant from, us." Now he had my attention. "We should take a break." Whatever it was that was so fascinating in the empty space in front of the fireplace had apparently just started doing a jig. I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen him concentrate on something with such intensity that wasn't attached to an Xbox. "Are you dumping me?" I pulled my legs up off his knee and curled into a semi-fetal position. I really wanted to brush my hair. "No," Simon shook his head. "It's not that, I just need a bit of a break." "Sounds like you're dumping me." I was trying very, very hard not to cry. I already looked bloody awful. Tears were not going to help my case. But then, neither was talking in a voice so high and squeaky that it made dolphins sound like they were smoking 20 a day. "What are you saying?" "Stop freaking out. I just need to sort some stuff out in my head. I'm not breaking up with you." "Is there someone else?" Oh my God, there was someone else. 5 years, a mortgage, a co-signed car loan for a crappy second-hand Renault Megane, and he was seeing someone else. "No!" he practically shouted. "Of course there's not someone else." Fair enough. "Is this because I don't want to go to the cinema?" I wrapped my arms around my knees. "Do you want to go to the cinema?" I shrugged, not knowing what else to do. "I might." And that was it. We ended up going to see the new Pirates of the Caribbean film, but, to be honest, it was a bit difficult to concentrate. And when Johnny Depp can't hold your attention, what chance does anyone else have? When we got home, I ran a bath and Simon moved his stuff into the spare room. The next night, I got home from work to find a note on the bed to say he needed a bit of time to think, and he was going to stay with a friend for a couple of days. But he did come home, just as soon as I went away to work in Manchester for a week. And when I got back, he'd gone away on a business trip. Then I spent a week at my mum's while she got to grips with a nasty broken leg. After that, he was off on a stag do,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?